Hi friends, today we are going to be working on some pose art. We're going to be looking at the human figure or the body figure, and we're going to do just a fun abstract artwork. You can have a friend pose for you at your table. The pose should take no more than 30 seconds to a minute because your friend also needs to work. Or if you happen to have a mannequin, if you're doing this project not at school or at home, you happen to have a mannequin, you can also pose a mannequin. Or you could go and pose in front of a mirror and look at yourself for a few seconds before you attempt to draw that pose. The poses are going to be very simple. I posed this mannequin in a pretty silly position, but we're going to actually be starting with the stick person. I normally do not allow this, but for this project, it works great. So we are thinking about the artwork of Keith Haring. Keith Haring did all these fun poses of different human figures. They look human-like anyway. I do want to show you a student artwork from a while ago. This artist is doing she did a similar project to what we are doing today. So she started out with her stick figure in a pose and then came out and did these radiating lines. For the project that we were doing when she did this, I didn't require her to do these radiating lines, but she did them and it turned out so awesome. I love how there's no white space in her picture. She took advantage of the full picture plane and did a really great job filling it in with beautiful bright colors, a lot like Keith Haring did. All right, so pick your pose or have your person pose, and then we're just going to draw the pose that you see. Pose is drawn with a pencil. I'm going to come in with whatever color marker that I want to fill this in. Now I would recommend using a dark colored marker to do this first shape, or you could use a black marker, whatever you have on hand. So I'm going to use one of my dark colors, and then I'm going to come in and I'm going to start following the contour of the shape that I have drawn. Always remember to snap the cap on your markers. All right, so I've got my image drawn in the middle here. Now I'm going to start doing my contour lines. So I'm going to go on the outside edge. I could do a variety of patterns. I could pick just 2 or 3 colors. I could do any colors that I want. It doesn't matter. So I am going to pick some fun colors here, and I'm just choosing my color scheme. So I'm going to use these colors for my color scheme, and I'm going to repeat the pattern until my picture plane is completely full. Notice whenever I am adding the color that I am actually tilting the marker on its side. So these markers are awesome. They are a chisel tip or they're broad tip markers for a reason. Chisel tip markers are more like expo markers, but the broad tip allows you to lay the marker on its side and make a very thick line. But if I hold the marker straight up, I get a very thin line. So you can see the difference. Thick and thin just by how I hold the marker. Obviously, holding the marker on its side is going to allow you to fill up your space a little bit more quickly than if you try to use these thin lines. These thin lines here are not a good idea for this project.